Poker has taken the world by storm. A game of wit and daring, poker attracts millions of new players each year. London to Moscow, Paris to Beijing, 21 of the game's best from 21 countries have gathered in Las Vegas to play for international bragging rights and $500,000. With a one-of-a-kind shootout format where only the winners move on, the players will be gunning for number one. 21 players, 21 countries. It's the Intercontinental Poker Championship on CBS. Welcome to the Palms Casino Resort, where the players in Group C ready for a second chance at a final spot in the Intercontinental Poker Championship semifinals. The first time these guys got together, Frenchman David Benyamine wreaked havoc with the help of pocket aces. He eliminated Chau Giang of Vietnam, and those pocket aces would help him cramp Italy's Marco Traniello style. And then he knocked out South Korea's Jimmy Cha, and finally in a heads-up match with Mexico's Refugio Quintero, Benyamine would advance to the semifinals. And six players are back for their second and final chance, starting with Cuco. He was the last out in the first round shootout. He comes back as the chip leader. Humberto Brenes from Costa Rica, not just a great player, very entertaining. Unpredictable might be a better word. Jimmy Cha from South Korea has the game needed to swim with these sharks and make a bid for the semifinals. Marco Traniello from Italy wanted to open a salon in Las Vegas. Now his focus is all poker. Chau Giang from Vietnam, former restaurant cook turned professional poker player, lifetime tournament earnings of more than $2 million. And Steve Wolff, South Africa, CEO of an investment company. His competition today could be tough to boss around. Chip count determined by the order of their elimination in the first round. Cuco starts with the chip lead, and it's Wolff with the uphill battle. He has the short stack.
And Cuco Quintero, who did the best in our first round, starts out with the most chips. Chau Giang here, excellent cash game player, has got a lot of work to do.
Humberto Brenes, Costa Rica.
He was the most colorful player in our first round in this group. It's always a lot of fun to watch play.
Raise it in the dark.
Cuco on the button, raises to 12,000.
Raise or how many raises all out?
Steve Wolff wants to know what the rules are. Maybe they're different in South Africa.
Marco Traniello from Italy.
Oh, sorry. Hold now. Did you look at your card?
Marco calls.
Right. Should I?
So we got Italy and Mexico going to the flop.
And a 9, so Cuco pairs his 9 on the flop.
And Marco has an inside straight draw. It would make a straight with a 3. He's going to take a little shot at the flop here.
He bets 24,000.
Catholics are fighting.
Hope the Pope's not watching.
That could be our next poker show. Battle of the Religions.
I'm going to raise.
Re-raise.
Cuco announcing that he's going to raise.
He feels his 9s are the best hand right now, and he's right.
Raise. Raise flop.
60,000 to call. Now Marco made a pretty good play, betting out on the flop there. He didn't want to get raised though. Wouldn't have minded if somebody called. Maybe he could catch a 3 or an ace, but I don't see how he can call his 60,000 raise here. Ace 5 unsuited. He does have the ace of hearts.
You raise? I raise? We're Catholics, you know. We got. I'm letting you know I got a hand.
Cuco's real anxious to get into that battle of the religions poker game. He says, "You're my homeboy. We're Catholics." And Marco says, "Forget about that. I'm gambling here.
Someone's going to get hurt.
I'm trying to get a 3 or an ace."
This could be the end of me.
Maybe I can go out second this time.
Come on, man.
Marco's going to need that 3 or an ace. Made a kind of loose call there.
7 on the turn. That does not help Marco Traniello.
He checks to his fellow Catholic.
I'm all in.
And there's no fellowship here. Cuco feels he has the best hand. Pair of 9s. Marco quickly releases.
Oh gosh. I know you were rooting for me.
Impressed, huh?
Cuco takes down the first big pot.
I'm in a gambling mood.
take a look at the tournament format. As we mentioned, 21 of the best players divided into 3 groups. They'll play 2 shootout matches, the winner of each match moving on to the semifinals. Then when you get to the semis, more of the same, 2 shootout matches there as well, and the winners of those advancing to the championship final. Heads up, best 2 out of 3, great money, $350,000 to the winner, $150,000 to the runner-up. Back to the table, the action to Chau Giang. Peers regard him as having one of the best poker minds in the business.
Oh, come on. Stop doing my big
Ace-6 offsuit for him. He folds. Jimmy Cha, ace-jack offsuit.
That little kitchen timer means that the blinds are going up next hand.
Costa Rica's Humberto Brenes, king-7 offsuit.
You want to break
Just want to go on God second, not first.
Humberto's out.
Cuco with ace-jack offsuit as well.
Another ace-jack.
$30 more.
And he's raising 30 more. 42,000 total to Steve Wolff, who's not going to call with his 5-deuce offsuit. But you never know what Steve Wolff is going to do. And Marco is out. It's always a very interesting situation when 2 players have exactly the same hand.
Maybe I got 3 out, huh? Or 6 out, I don't know.
Cuco would be
I
a
don't know.
slight favorite because he's got the ace of clubs.
Not possibly the best hand.
Jimmy Cha says,
Could be.
I might have 3 outs, meaning Cuco could have
Could be.
ace-king, ace-queen.
Oh, boy. All right.
And Jimmy Cha lays it down. Very conservative play. But Jimmy Cha can be a conservative player.
So here's how you play No Limit Texas Hold'em. Each player is dealt 2 down cards. Players can then decide whether to call, raise, or fold. The community cards are then dealt. The first 3 are called the flop. This is followed by a round of betting, and then the turn card or 4th Street. Another round of betting, and then comes the river card and a final round of betting. What makes it no limit is that players can bet all of their chips at any time, going all in. Players then show their cards, and the best 5-card hand wins and takes the pot. Back to the table, blinds have been raised 4 and 8,000, and the action is to Jimmy Cha. He folds.
Jimmy Cha likes to be called Jimmy Jimmy, so I call him Jimmy 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 Jimmy. He said, that's 2 extra Jimmys.
Let's see.
Everybody's out.
15 didn't work. What'll work in this spot?
Don't wait as well.
I don't
All
think
right, if
Steve
that
Wolff
works,
is going
I'm
to
gonna
call
do
with
it.
his 4-deuce offsuit.
If I look maybe 2 aces in.
Italy's Marco Traniello in the small blind,
All in.
All in.
and he goes all in.
We'll see, Marco.
He's going all in. He raises 50,000.
What about king queen?
How much is that? 40, 50, 53.
Chau Giang hasn't looked at his cards yet.
Hey, 50 more. Gee. Is that 50 more? $50 more.
He puts the 50,000 out there. Now he's going to look at his cards. And he sees he's got queen 10 of clubs.
Okay, Marco, let it go. I got a hand.
And he very expediently doesn't want to play. Would have been a big
I don't
underdog.
want to knock him out too early.
Oh. Doesn't matter. Even second today is not good.
Call the button?
CBS Sports Spectacular, the Intercontinental Poker Championship is sponsored by PartyPoker.net. Play free and learn at PartyPoker.net. Welcome back to the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas and the Intercontinental Poker Championship. Hi, everybody. I'm Jeff Medders. With me, Gabe Kaplan. 1 spot remains open in our semifinals. That will be filled by these players in Group C. And Gabe, is this an interesting group?
Very interesting group because 5 of these 6 players are cash game players. Only 1 tournament specialist, Costa Rica's Humberto Brenes, and he's been a consistent winner on the tournament circuit for the last 20 years.
Would that make Humberto the favorite?
Slight favorite, but it's always fun to watch Humberto play.
Let's get back to the action. Blinds have been raised 6 and 12,000, and the action is to Humberto Brenes from Costa Rica.
Humberto's been very quiet. And he throws a queen-jack suited away. That surprises me.
Kuko with king 10 offsuit.
36.
Gonna make it 36,000.
Yeah. I didn't know you were Mexican.
South Africa, Steve Wolff with a pair of 8s.
And Steve Wolff has a decision whether to call or go all in here. Doesn't have that many chips.
It ain't much, but it's all going in. 86, I believe.
Come on. You want me to knock you out again?
I guess.
And Steve Wolff's going all in here.
And in the first round shootout, it was Quintero that knocked Wolff out. He was the first guy to go.
Pick up the hand.
Giang now looking at ace-jack offsuit.
It's kind of marginal hand in a situation like this. And Chau Giang's not even going to consider calling. So now it's up to Kuko, who calls immediately.
It's a classic confrontation.
Classic poker.
You're in good shape.
Kings and queens, dealer. Face cards. Sotas, caballos, reyes. Sotas, caballos, reyes. Dieces.
Steve Wolff says, say what?
Kuko making his request in a couple of languages. And a set of 8s now for Wolff.
Right on the door, I said. Right on
Steve
the door.
Wolff called
I said
it.
8 and out of
He
the
said,
With a
put the
9
8
and a
as the
6.
door card, and that's what it was. Kuko's figuring out a way he can win here.
3 on the turn, and that's it for Kuko.
What do you want now?
9. Give me a 9. Mexico. Mexico. Well, hold it. Is that a 4? That's straight, hold it.
And Steve Wolff's going to double up.
Nice hand.
Everything okay now? Huh?
Everything's good now.
You see that? How's that? Yeah, baby. Nice dealing, dealer.
You see players talking to dealers like that a lot in the casinos, but you don't see it too much on the TV poker tournaments.
Blinds raised to 8 and 16,000. Action to Kuko.
Maybe the dealer's not Catholic.
6 and 7 offsuit for Quintero. He throws it away, so does Wolff. And Italy's Traniello now sitting there with a pair of 4s.
And Marco's making his move.
Don't do it. Yeah.
He's all in. 84,000.
Jimmy in the small blind. King queen offsuit for him.
And this might be good enough to call 84,000 because Marco's betting it. And Jimmy's going to call. He knows Marco's got to make a move. Marco's down 84,000. Jimmy feels that his king queen offsuit might be good. It's not the best hand, but it was worth a call. He's 47% to knock Marco out of the tournament. And Marco says, please, and no king and no queen. You like my Italian accent?
Not bad. He has the lead going into the flop. 10-6 deuce.
No help for Jimmy. Marco's got to avoid a king and queen on the turning river.
There's the king right there.
Wow.
That really hurts Marco.
You can feel that pain all the way back to Italy. That was tough. A king on the turn.
And on the river, the ace.
No 4 on the river for Marco. That's it.
Italy's Marco Traniello will be eliminated. First player to go here in Group C. And with that, South Korea's Jimmy Chau takes the lead in the chip count. And on the other end, Chau Giang has the short stack at the moment with 142,000.
How am I going to win it?
Jimmy Chau is doing something that a lot of people who play poker will be familiar with. He's getting much more conversational and is a lot happier. He just won a big pot.
And then you went to
And
retirement.
poker players
All right.
like to tell jokes
I'm not
after they
raising
win.
you. 'Cause I know you
Kuko's
have a
never
weak card.
quiet. He's gonna call from the small blind.
Is that right? 16?
Why did you have to give me the speech? Now I have to go to try and figure out what that means?
Yeah, baby. Your business, then you figure it out.
But will I figure it out today or tomorrow?
Well,
It's ever flopped.
you might figure it out just
I
now.
better check on what I've got.
Kuko and Steve Wolff are the two most aggressive players at this table.
3 8s now for Wolff.
And Kuko's flopped a flush draw. Should have some action here.
20 dimes. I'm going to bet it like I have it.
Kuko throws 20 dimes in. Steve Wolff's got a decision to make. If Kuko just has a jack, he might want to slow play this. But there is a flush draw out there.
I'm going to raise.
Raise.
Wolff makes his decision. He's going to raise.
Doesn't like that flush draw. Also could be a straight draw with a 9-10.
Make it 70,000.
Why so much? I only bet 20.
Steve Wolff was raised 50,000, made it 70,000.
It doesn't look good for the Mexican, huh?
I don't know what the Mexicans got.
Like I said, it doesn't look good for the Mexican.
What Kuko's really thinking about here is it possible
I got one
Steve
of those
Wolff
hands.
has a higher flush draw? If Steve Wolff didn't have a flush draw, even if Steve Wolff has 3-8,
50 more, senor?
it might be worth it for Kuko to call here. He doesn't want to call and look at the king 10 of hearts or the king 9 of hearts.
All right.
Lays it down. There was a possibility of Steve Wolff also having a flush draw that finally made up Kuko's mind.
We'll have more after this. Back at the Intercontinental Poker Championship, Jeff Medders along with Gabe Kaplan. Action to Humberto Brenes, and he's a lot like a volcano. He's been quiet, but he could erupt at any time. Pair of eights, that might do it.
Well, eights are running wild here.
Careful.
Humberto's been very quiet. You're right, he hasn't played a hand. And we know he's going to play this. Just a question of how much he's going to get involved.
Okay, all in.
There's your
Yeah,
answer.
be careful, be careful. Yeah, that's it. It's easy. He told me.
Humberto's going all in.
Korea.
Korea.
Five.
Pointing to his gallbladder and saying, my gallbladder told me to go all in.
Kuko throws his cards away, and now to Steve Wolff, South Africa. Ace-king offsuit now for him.
And I think Humberto's going to get called here. Steve Wolff's got ace-king.
Well, it ain't much, but my 240,000's going in.
Steve Wolff says, hey, I got a big gallbladder too. My 240,000 is going all in. It ain't much. That's his favorite line, by the way.
What is that?
Well, Jimmy hasn't gotten over the international sign for all in yet, I think, and he's going to get out of their way.
And Humberto says, I hope you don't have a pair higher than eights.
No pair.
Classic.
Pair, no pair, yeah.
Lexicon, all right.
It is a classic hand in any language. Ace-king against a pair of eights.
Bobby, you know ocho? Okay, fácil.
You know ocho, you know what to avoid, huh? No ocho.
It's a picture, it's a ocho.
He's going to need some aces and kings,
Ocho, Bobby.
or at least one.
¿Te sabe? Ocho.
Brenes wanting ocho, and there it is.
Easy
A set of
game.
eights now for Brenes.
Easy game.
Steve Wolff caught the king.
Ooh.
King, I guess, huh?
Steve Wolff's 2% to win this
You know
spot.
ocho.
He's going to have to
All
pair the
right,
king and
Bobby.
another card.
And another eight on the turn. Quattro ochos.
Every time.
Well, Humberto Brenes waited, and he picked the right time
You.
to get involved here. He threw all those hands away.
You.
He went all in with
Bobby,
his pair of
no
eights.
How much is a 160?
Wound up making quads. That's timing.
And that might wake up a sleeping giant. What a change in the chip count with that. Brenes moves to the lead, and now Steve Wolff finds himself on the bottom rung of the ladder. Blinds have been raised to 10 and 20,000, and the action will be to Jimmy from South Korea.
Okay, Bobby. Ocho.
For Cha, Jack Deuce,
Humberto's a lot of fun.
Oh boy. It's
going to wake him up. 10-6 for him offsuit.
I don't think he's going to wake
Yeah?
up this much to play this hand.
You got a plane to catch?
I'm all in.
Steve Wolff waited for this quality hand here, 8-4 offsuit. He's only got 67,000 left. He wants to win Chau Giang's blind. He knows Chau Giang's a very deliberate player. Not going to play anything, especially at 10-3.
Well, what do you think?
Sure.
What do you think?
And Steve Wolff shows 1-8.
He couldn't take it twice.
Apparently,
But
8
not-
is
not
enough.
raising that spot.
Where's Dick Van Patten when you need him?
8.
And Wolff has
Big
learned in
card
this round that the 8 can giveth or taketh away. Blinds don't change, and the action will be right back to Steve Wolff from South Africa.
It ain't much, but my 87,000 is going in.
All right, boy, there's a chance to knock him out. He's not in the team.
Well, Steve Wolff has an 8. Gives him another chance to use his favorite line. It's 87,000 to call.
Hey, come on.
97.
Humberto Brenes looking at a king 5 suited in the small blind.
That's the money you gave him last time, that much.
Well, I wasn't trying to give him the money. I mean, I was trying to send him home. You want to squeeze together or no?
Squeeze together?
Yeah. See what happens. So far, I think you're good.
An 8 beats that.
Must have looked at the 7 first. Now we saw the
Oops,
Jack
going
of
to the
Hearts.
bank.
What do you think?
Who goes out?
Got me covered.
Look at
again.
1.
8 or 10?
8.
Hey!
Anytime I get an 8.
8 has been the magic number in this second round shootout for Group C. Poker fans, get your game on at cbsgames.com. You can join a hand of Texas Hold'em or choose from other challenging games, and it's always free. Play now at cbsgames.com. Second chance shootout for Group C at the Intercontinental Poker Championship. Jeff Medders along with Gabe Kaplan. The action to Steve Wolff, 5-4 offsuit.
Chau Giang has an 8, but that's not his style. To go in with a hand like that.
I'll put this hand on the side. You wouldn't believe what I throw at me. I could raise it.
And Humberto Brenes in the small blind
That's
looking
right,
at a
Dave.
king 10 now.
I don't
offsuit.
raise it. If Steve
And everybody
Wolff
else
was
is
in the
out.
blind,
Everybody else is throwing their hand away. And Burrow's going to raise.
Somos compadres. ¿Qué pasó?
Todo cuando
¿Qué
tengo.
pasó, amigo? It's no more friendship.
Hey,
huh?
we're buddies, aren't
Find
we?
something,
How much more? 40 more.
And Humberto says, we're not that close. 40 more.
¿Qué pasó, compadre? ¿Se acabó la amistad?
Con esta mano tengo que pensarlo. Podría ser más tarde, podríamos hablar de negocios, pero por ahora, primero la vida de uno.
Se acabaron los
Humberto
amigos.
actually says that playing poker helped him improve and actually learn his English.
I don't know how you can throw it away.
And Kuko's not going to play his ace-8. Humberto takes the pot. And Humberto's starting to be a little more active here.
Blinds don't change. Action to Giang. He has a 9-7 suited.
This should be good enough to call the 20,000 big blind. Chau Giang hasn't gotten a lot of hands so far. Well, it's more than good enough to call. He's going all in with 9-7 of hearts.
Jimmy with a queen 9.
If he would call, he would have Chau Giang in bad shape, but he's not going to call.
82.
Humberto on the button.
Humberto's not going to call.
82.
Kuko's out.
Big hand.
Action or no action?
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Hold him to it.
You decide.
I don't know
You
if Steve
decide.
Wolff's serious
Do what I
about
say?
You
calling
decide.
82,000 with a
decide.
5-3 offsuit. I don't think so.
Gentleman's not a player.
I'm not good at making decisions.
I'm bad too.
Chau Giang was nervous. He thought Steve Wolff really had a hand.
You want to borrow them?
Let me see. This is how I look on the sunglasses. How I look. I mean,
You look good.
I think he looks
The
good.
difference between me and you is you make those sunglasses look good.
let's see. Let me grab
was
a
going
couple
to attack
hands.
now.
I'm going to pick up an eye.
Kind of unanimous. Everybody thinks Chau Giang looks good in the sunglasses.
Oh, it looks cool, huh?
Blinds don't change. Jimmy looking at king jack offsuit.
He's thinking of raising with his king jack offsuit.
Corea.
All right, 50.
Otra vez.
Cuenta.
He speaks pretty
Coreano tira
good
bien
Spanish
mal.
for a guy from Korea.
Ni a
Brenes
Costa
looking
Rica,
at
ni
pocket
México.
threes.
Kuko says Costa Rica, Mexico are close. How far is Korea? Where does it fit into the equation?
Well,
How come you speak such good Spanish?
couple of fingers.
And look at that.
Wow.
Giang with the pocket rockets.
First time he puts on the sunglasses, gets
Oh, yeah.
pocket aces. He's all in.
Maybe sunglasses here.
How much?
I don't know.
So we got Chau and Cha.
I called you. I called you.
If Chau calls Chau,
Hopefully lucky. If not,
maybe Chau take a Chau break.
60, 62 more.
Maybe Chau do the cha-cha-cha.
Oh, boy.
It looks like
lucky
Chau's going to call Chau.
All right, I called.
Hopefully
He calls. Chau calls Chau. Chau shows his aces. Cha says,
Hopefully lucky sunglasses. I will wear all day.
maybe we're going to have to go get some Chau after this
The
hand.
same number with them.
It's hard to keep up with.
That's a favorite Benjamin ace.
Big flying has that. What kind of
All right,
luck?
flop's going to determine the end of this Chau-Cha saga.
No, no, no. Keep it lower, please.
Chau's not giving the sunglasses back, and you can see the jack there.
Oh,
So
look at
Jimmy
that.
pairs his jack.
He's going
That
to
was
need a
in the
jack
door,
or a
right?
king now.
Maybe another one? Wow.
10 on the turn.
Gives him another out. He could win with a jack,
Pain,
queen, or
any
king.
pain, eh?
Any pain, as Jimmy Cha
Any
says.
pain, I'll...
And no paint.
Sunglasses. I
The
will wear
magic
all day.
sunglasses come through now for Chau Giang.
Sunglasses. Might be sunglasses. And I'll pick up a pair as soon as I sit down.
You can wear them for 3 hands, and I wear
Doesn't
them
look
for
like
3
Steve
hands.
Wolf can get his sunglasses
Yeah,
back now. He's trying to make a deal.
Wow, pick up aces. I mean, sooner yesterday, the first time pick up aces because of sunglasses. What's the name of the sunglasses here? That's cool.
And he's surprised to find out he's got Cha sunglasses.
And Cha is still ahead of Chau when it comes to the chip count. Brenes in the middle. Steve Wolf still with the short stack. Back at the Intercontinental Poker Championship, Jeff Medders along with Gabe Kaplan. The Palms Casino Resort is the place to party in Las Vegas. After hitting the tables and slots on the Palms' vast casino floor, head up to the Ghost Bar or dance like a rock star at Rain. The Palms features 21 of the world's most outrageous suites. There's no other place like the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas.
One of you guys eventually is going to miss.
Gotta love the Palms. Great place to see and be seen. Blinds have been raised to 15 and 30,000. Action to Jimmy.
I know you stayed away from the Cha.
Trying to. Brenes looking at an 8-3 offsuit.
Well, Chau has climbed in the chip count.
Not again.
Humberto still has no cards. Neither does Steve Wolf.
He has taken the sunglasses back, though.
Not
60.
working for him. No magic in the sunglasses now, but he's going to pretend there is. It's going to lead a lot of magic with the 7-deuce offsuit.
Oh, yeah.
All in?
And Chau Giang sends us
The
something.
hell is going on here?
All he has is king deuce.
I've got the sunglasses. I got the cards.
He read Steve
and he
Wolf
just
very
goes
well
all
there.
in.
You know, hold it. That's not a good hand, by the way.
Not? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. We're not playing deuce to 7. No?
We're playing hold'em.
You just saw why
High
Chau Giang
cards,
is one of the
pair,
best cash
suited
game players in the
connector.
world.
For 69, man.
He picked up a little something
You're
there
a businessman.
This is thing.
and knew that Steve Wolf didn't have a big hand.
Blinds don't change. Brenes has gotten quiet again. He has king 10 offsuit.
Remember, this is the last chance opportunity for these poker players, and they're realizing it.
Goodbye, deuce 7.
Zhang's good run continues. He has a pair of 10s.
Pair of 10s in the small blind. He's wondering what to do.
Yeah, now.
As our kitchen timer goes off, indicating our blinds are going up the next hand.
You have lots?
I got about 200.
Total of 200.
Chau Giang was asking that question, trying to get some kind of read on Jimmy, find out where he's at in his hand.
Too much.
Decided not to raise it.
What is that?
Just
So
call.
you got too much. He just called you.
It's like Kuko's our
Let's see
translator.
the flop then.
200.
Jimmy lets it go.
Going to see a free flop here with the 9 deuce of hearts.
And the flop, 5 Jack 7, no help to either player.
Chau Giang slow plays his 10s. Pretty comfortable that he still has the best hand. And Jimmy's going to take a shot at this flop.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately. Chau Giang goes all in, and there's no cha-cha-cha. This hand is 1 cha, and that was the end of it.
Chau Giang riding the hot streak. At one time was the short stack. Now he finds himself our chip count leader. Brenes 1 eruption, and he is still sitting in second place.
Never lose.
Blinds have been raised to 20 and 40,000. The action comes to South Africa's Steve Wolff. He folds.
20, 40,000. It's getting serious now.
2-8, never lose.
Jimmy Chau looking at ace-5 offsuit.
He's all in, and that's because of the large blinds. Players are going to have to gamble.
175. Mexico, Mexico, Mexico.
Kuko with pocket 10s.
No. 175? I call.
And he's going to have to call.
2 10s.
He's got 2 10s, and Jimmy Chau's in bad shape.
How we doing? Raise or?
In order for Korea
I looked at 1 card and raised.
to stay in this tournament, Jimmy Chau's going to have to catch an ace. And Kuko feels
No.
very comfortable.
On the flop, set of 10s now for Kuko.
Wow.
You did.
You see the percentages there. Jimmy Chau's only 3%.
Cover me, eh?
Needs to catch
Yeah,
runner,
yeah.
runner. And that's it.
Ain't gonna help.
Everybody must realize the hand's over, but they're not moving. Everybody's just staring.
Good luck.
And now Jimmy finally concedes.
Jimmy, just the second player eliminated from this table, his second and final chance, and we're down to our final 4 players. With that hand, Kuko now takes the lead in the chip count, and it's Steve Wolff with the short stack. CBS Sports Spectacular, the Intercontinental Poker Championship is sponsored by PartyPoker.net. Play free and learn at PartyPoker.net. Blinds have been raised, and you can see Humberto there with a slight wardrobe change.
Yeah, that's his lucky hat. I've been to Costa Rica a few times. I've never seen anybody wear that hat.
Jack 3 offsuit for Wolff. He folds. Giang on the
Chau
button,
is coming.
I come all in.
and he is all in.
You should have asked for the sunglasses first. Can I give it to him?
Not
Of
now.
course, no problem.
No problem? No, he said not now.
No sunglasses, a slight controversy there.
Chau.
You see, by going all in
174.
here, he's hoping to win
How
60,000.
much?
174.
Small and big blinds, but he's running into a pair of queens. Bad timing by Chau Giang. Humberto knows he has Chau.
Sunglasses?
No, you have problem. No, now I make this. Yeah. All in, all.
That whole
All in.
performance by Humberto
My
was
God.
not for Chau Giang. It was for
Bien,
Kuko. He was hoping that Kuko, his amigo, also had a hand.
Yeah.
But Kuko couldn't oblige.
Fair. Of course, I have the best hand.
2 kings.
So now Humberto has Chau Giang in terrible shape.
All right.
Chau Giang's going to
Like
take a
a
real lucky
hand.
to stay in the tournament.
789, how's that?
2 deuces.
That hat seems to
789.
work. Put it on last time.
Bobby,
Do it.
Started doing
Chau,
well
2
too.
deuces.
So far, so good.
Do it.
And the flop, that's
say
no
you
help
do
there for
this.
Giang.
None.
Absolutely no help.
Okay.
4% now.
One more deuce.
And that king finishes it. That's it.
All right, I can dance now. Okay, now. Come on.
Well, they're dancing in Costa Rica, but not in Vietnam.
All right, how you doing?
Chau Giang had a pretty good run there for a while, took the chip lead, and has now been eliminated by Humberto Brenes.
Yeah, you have.
Humberto put on that hat and got a pair of queens immediately.
3 players still remain. Brenes now has the lead. And it's Kuko with the short stack, just under 300,000.
You have more chips than me. Crazy.
Blinds don't change. And the action will be to Brenes on the button. Pair of sixes for Humberto.
Another pair for Humberto.
So the hat has changed his luck.
My friend, Bobby. I can say,
Humberto's going all in again.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo! I didn't hear him say it. Can you double check, Bobby?
That was all in.
And Kuko said, what's going on here?
What are you telling him for? Tell us. We're the ones with pain right now. All right,
Kuko's not going to call with a 6-4. Steve Wolff has a 10 deuce. He's not going to call. So Humberto's going to win another hand. And out comes the
How much have you
flag.
got there, buddy?
All right.
Brenes leaves the table and picks up another prop.
Hey, where's your car?
I was dealt out.
Yeah, that's a mouth.
Big.
If he wins the next hand, he's going to come back with one of those howler monkeys.
Every day, the universe conspires to make my life wonderful.
Que estoy dormido.
That's the Maybe I Got Another Pair song.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pero sigo.
Don't look,
siendo.
Humberto. We know you're going all in. Don't look. Don't look.
Yeah, how much you have? More.
How much do I have? $22 in my pocket.
$22 in the pocket. Okay, fair away.
Humberto's not playing the 8 deuce.
I'm all in.
Kuko with the 10-6 suited. He goes all in.
He's going all
Oh,
in.
I'm calling.
And Steve Wolff immediately is going to
I'm
call
bad
with a Queen 10. Very good play by Steve Wolff.
well, this could be the end of me. All red, dealer. All red. Rojo. Rojo, 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 rojo.
Jeff, are you getting the feeling that
I'm going to put the
Ruffle
lucky
is red?
sunglasses
Oh,
on.
no. Come on, man. Rojo.
Sunglasses go on. Flop comes down. A 10 in there.
Man,
Gives
wait
each
a minute.
player a
Tell
pair.
that.
A jack.
No, we need a 7, dealer.
Jack.
We need a 7 or 6.
Kuko needs a 6 or a 7.
7.
Doesn't get the 7. 3 of hearts.
7 would make him a straight. He could also win with a 6, make him
Guess
2
a
pairs.
6 or a 7 and you win.
Steve
7 or
Wolff
6.
figured it
7
out.
or 6.
And the river is a jack of clubs.
You have to embarrass me like that. And not only has he beat me, but he makes a bigger straight.
The businessman came back and beat the professional who busted him.
He beat the best player from Mexico.
I beat the best player from Mexico.
He's got it.
Kuko realizes Steve Wolff has more chips than him.
Thank you.
And Kuko's eliminated third.
Role reversal. It was Kuko that knocked Steve Wolff out early in our first round shootout, and now Wolff knocks out Kuko late in this second chance shootout. And
right.
Kuko from Mexico has been eliminated. And we're ready to go heads up. Brenes, Wolff, one of these two moving on to the semifinals.
Costa Rica and South Africa.
Welcome back to the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas, the Intercontinental Poker Championship. Jeff Medders along with Gabe Kaplan. Second chance shootout for the men of Group C. Here's how things have transpired so far. Marco Traniello the first to go. Jimmy Chau taking the remainder of his chips. But it was Chau who would be next out. Trip 10s for Kuko were more than enough.
I come all in.
All right, I can dance now. Okay, now.
Then Brenes would bust Chau Giang.
I'm all in.
I'm calling.
Steve Wolff would take care of Kuko's charge, and that leaves us with 2. Costa Rica against South Africa. While we were away, Humberto taking some of the blinds. That's put him ahead in the chip count. And he's in the small blind, ace deuce offsuit.
Small blind, he's got the button. And he's going to do something here. Little performance coming up.
The hat, the flag, it all leads to being all in.
And the show.
All right.
All in.
All right.
For Steve Wolff,
good moment for
King
you.
Jack offsuit.
Really?
Really?
I don't have many chips left, but they're all going in.
Yeah. I
And
want
Steve
you
Wolff
to-
with his trademark
All right.
line goes all in. He's going to
You
call
call
with
me?
King High.
Okay. Ooh.
That's a good one.
Ooh. Ooh. Now I can dance?
It's close.
All right.
You can't dance yet, Humberto. You're only
Don't put a jack on the flop.
58% favorite.
Make me wait till the river.
Okay, come on. Ace is coming. The ace is coming. That's what you're going to need, babe.
Doyle Brunson is here.
Give him a deuce and me a jack on the river.
Humberto borrowed that hat from Doyle.
Ace is coming. I see the ace.
Humberto calling for the ace.
Ooh.
Doesn't get it, but a king in there for Wolff.
Ace is coming.
And that really turns things around.
You can do it.
Makes Steve Wolff an 89% favorite in
Ace.
this hand.
No ace on the turn.
Last card.
3
What
of diamonds.
you do in the last card?
Down to the last card, Humberto needs an
No.
ace.
Ace! Yeah.
Doesn't get it.
Okay,
10 of clubs on the river. So Steve Wolff will double up through Brenes, and now he takes the chip lead.
And that's how fast things can change in heads up. Could be a real roller coaster ride.
The hat
Good
is
luck,
swapping
sir.
down.
Good luck, sir.
I don't need it.
You're unlucky, sir.
You don't understand. I've always been lucky. I always will be.
You're unlucky.
Always been lucky.
I don't know about you, Jeff, but I'm having an easier time understanding Humberto than Steve Wolff.
Blinds don't change.
And Steve Wolff is right. He was lucky in that last hand.
Yeah.
Not much,
Is
but
your
it's
time?
all
Go.
going in.
Ah, but you don't have style.
No style.
Style.
Just words. It's all going in.
All right.
Steve Wolff, without a dance, without a hat, and without a flag, goes all in.
Oh, I see a big card.
Humberto
No, you
has
have
seen
any
his
problem.
king, and he knows his other card is an ace, deuce, or 3.
Hijo de mi alma.
He sees the 3. Even though it is a 3 and he has king 3, he's thinking about calling. If Steve Wolff had a king, Humberto would be in terrible shape. Steve Wolff had an ace, he'd be in bad shape. Steve Wolff had a pair, he'd be in bad shape. But Steve Wolff has queen 7, and Humberto's actually in good shape if he calls.
I know you need this, but I'm not sure I have the best hand.
Humberto thinks he might have the best hand, and he does.
I'm not sure, but I am the king. I call.
It's a good call.
Yeah, I
He
know
is the king. He's not a joker, he's a king. He calls with king 3.
Every time I play, I have the best hand. Who is the king? Humberto is the king. All right, good call, sir. Ah, you try bluff me is no good. I told you.
Don't put queens and 7s on the flop. No queens
Dance.
on the end. Do the dance.
Dance with me.
Hell no.
Oh, no.
Steve Wolff's not dancing.
No.
I won't dance, don't
Well,
ask
they are
me.
dancing
King.
on the table. Brenes'
King.
tournament life on the line. No king.
Right.
2 6s and an ace.
Now. King.
7.
It's not
Steve
good,
Wolff needs
sir.
a queen or a
7.
7.
No.
7's good.
It's not good. King.
Wolff not greedy, asking for the 7, and he gets a queen on the turn.
Queen.
Steve Wolff is a huge favorite right here to
can
win
do
the
it.
tournament. Humberto needs a king. There's 3 kings left in the deck. Humberto
King.
needs one of them.
Calling for the king, and he gets the
1,
deuce.
2, 3.
And Steve Wolff eliminates
Yes, I don't
Humberto Brenes, and he is moving on now to the semifinals.
Okay.
Thank you, my man.
Next
Too
time.
bad for
Next time, there'll be
Humberto.
another time.
I'm trying.
In both hands, Humberto had the best of it.
No good today. 2 more.
South
Couldn't
Africa.
hold off Steve Wolff.
Wolff started the day with the short stack, but he takes full advantage of his second chance. He will be the 6th player at the table in our semifinals.
I haven't really played Humberto heads up, and as a business person, I don't play many tournaments, and I know that he's a very, very skilled and experienced tournament player. And so the one person I didn't want to end up heads up with was Humberto. It's very difficult to be able to pick up from his antics what his hand may be, and I know that he's capable of putting all his chips in and dancing and singing with no hand and doing it with a very big hand. And so what I tried to do is play on a more measured basis of what my hand was, and did not get drawn in based on any of his body language or his articulation. I just tried to just reduce it to the basics of the mathematics of my hand and the probability of it being a better hand than his.
The semifinal lineup is set. The final 6 players have been determined. From Australia, Tony Guoga, loud, aggressive, he should provide the fireworks. Ralph Perry, considered by many to be the best Russian-born player in the world. From Japan, soft-spoken Yosh Nakano dominated Group B's first shootout. Sam Farha, Lebanon, the Humphrey Bogart of poker, well-dressed and intimidating. From France, David Benyamine, quiet, well-mannered, but deadly. And Steve Wolff from South Africa, CEO mentality and 15 years of experience. The semifinals are coming. You can have a seat at the table next Saturday, 5 Eastern, right here on CBS. For Gabe Kaplan, I'm Jeff Medders. So long, everyone.